working in an IT environment. I studied computer science, and right now here I'm studying digital game design. And I'm also a chapter lead of the Istanbul ADPList. If you may know about the ADPList, it's a platform for mentors and mentees that they can connect to each other and talk about their questions, their concerns in a job and career goals, and they get a help. It's about a year that we started this event, me and my dear friends Ida Jebeli. You know her from Dr. Balcony or Digicala. And it's our 5th gathering, and we were like just a naggy IT persons who gathering with each other and talk about, nag actually about our work challenge. But recently I figured out there are many people around me who are struggling with finding a job. So I wanted to use this gathering to help them to connect to each other, ask and talk about their concerns, their experience, and share about the situation, what is going on right now about all of AI situations, and people are talk about that AI came and it's take our place, or about all of those boring process for applications, the hiring process, and the rest. So I'm not the only person who will talk. We will talk one by one. We will share our experience. Here we have many experienced people like Hossein, Sahar is here, that I knew about them and their experience. So that's it from me. So let's hear from you guys. Let's start from the people who are here first. Hi. Sorry, you can't see him, but introduce yourself. Can you hear him? I guess you should.
Can you turn the camera to rotate it?
All right. Okay. I'm Sia, and I'm 3 years experience of listening, and after that, I decided to have improvement in my career and jump to the product designer. So I wanted to have some improvement in my career. That was the main purpose of immigration to Turkey, and I had some goals to have another immigration from Turkey to another country, to other country, but the Turkey is the best country, I guess, and I stay here for 5 years. So as I came here, I was seeking a job for almost 6 months. After 6 months and immigration difficulties and being engaged with the new community, I found the experience in a Canadian company and worked there for 3 years. After that, I have some difficulties to finding a job in international companies in Turkey and the other companies in the other countries of the Europe almost. I wasn't successful, and I'm working with an Iranian company for almost more than 1 year. And yeah.
Thank you, and nice to meet you. Sahar, we're waiting for you. Amini. They're joining the meeting. Guys, we're waiting. Sorry. Should I introduce you?
I think I don't have.
It's okay. Up to you.
You have experience. I'm just a student, right? I'm seeking for a part-time job. That's fine. Okay. Anyways, I don't know if they can hear me or not, but it's not.
Sorry, we don't have a camera here.
Can I suggest something?
Okay. Hello, everybody. So my name is Lucian. I'm South African. My wife got a job in Turkey, and being a good husband, I came with her. I work for a South African company, so it's Vodafone, but it's South African based, and I'm a business analyst and product owner. It's very challenging, it's very different, and it's very different and a bit more challenging to be working remotely versus, well, previously when we were in South Africa, I was based in the office. But yeah, challenges aside, it's really rewarding, and it's nice to see stuff that you, you know, work that you're doing actually being consumed and enjoyed by people, you know, Vodafone users and Vodafone customers. So in a really nice space, which is sports and gaming. So I manage a whole portfolio of sports products and gaming products, and they all subscription based. And yeah, let's see what the session brings us.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. So next to me.
Hello everyone. I'm Mehdi. I'm an SEO specialist living in Istanbul. It's been, I think, 4 years, and I'm really happy to see you guys. I came here and I'm trying to catch up with what's happening. So yes, I think I'm good to go to the next person.
Okay, so let's go to the online persons. So Hossein, can you start and then say the next name? Shane Hamidia. You're talking with them. Okay. Yeah. Say the name. I guess it would be like better because to force the people to talk. Okay, it's like a daily. After explaining about yourself, say the next name. I guess I may know about this. Yeah, so talk.
Hello, how are you? Sorry for the webcam. I don't have it right now, but my name is Amir. I think everybody's living in Istanbul. I'm not. I'm living in Iran, and I'm a front-end developer. But I'm currently in the market for searching new jobs, and yeah, I'm willing to learn whatever you guys have to tell me.
Amir, next name.
Hannah? Yeah. Thank you.
Hi everyone. I'm Hannah from Iran. I am product designer since 10 years ago. And my last position, I was a product designer in a company in London. And now I am seeking for a new job.
Nice to meet you. Next name.
Uriya.
Hey guys, I'm Puriya, and I've been in the IT industry for at least 12 years now, and currently I'm working as a cloud engineer. And so I'm no longer in Istanbul. So I left like a few months ago, and yeah, that's it. I just came here to visit old friends from the last meetings. So yeah, if I can help with anything, just let me know.
Thank you. Say next name.
Next for me is Ali. if he's not spoken yet.
Ali,
Hey
your turn.
yeah, I'm here. Hey there, y'all. It's Ali, 6 years product designer and trying to become a UI artist for game industry. Thanks.
And the next name, Ali. I'm looking like a Scrum Master right now.
I just name. After me, it's Amir, and I think Amir is blocked. And before me is Yaman.
Siamak عاقبتی. Oh, you're here. Yeah, I'm a goldfish.
Farzad doesn't talk.
I said, I think, Farzad, yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Farzad.
Well, hello there. It's an honor to be among you guys. I'm Farzad. I'm living in Iran. Been about 6 years that I'm an English language translator, and my main concern is interpreting. And right now I'm working in a company. It's an international company which works in the food service section. And I'm in the onboarding. I'm part of the sales team. We call the shops internationally and try to sell them. It's an honor to be here, and I always seek these kind of places to meet new people, learn about people, and make connections. And I saw your ad on Sahar Amini's Instagram, let's say, story. She knows me. And yeah, that's it. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. Enjoy the onboarding time. Everything is shiny on that time. After that, you are killing each other in grooming sessions. So everyone, welcome. And it's my pleasure to have all of you, the people here and the online people. So we want to talk about the job seeking, all of those struggling things and what is going on nowadays. I'm hearing too much about that people applying, there is nothing. It's like a hole, a cave, infinity cave. That's I wanted to hear about your experience during to finding a job. For example, me in June or July, I guess. I don't remember exactly. In May, I got laid off with other of my teammates suddenly in one day, and then I was like seeking for a job for 3 months, and I'm kidding myself in Indeed, LinkedIn application. I was like a really annoying person for all of the recruiters, because I was like applying in any kind of platform that I could find a position on it. Sometimes I had experience that I remember once in Iran I got laid off again, and I applied that much for what was another product like digital. It has a market a lot. I don't remember.
In Iran, you mean?
Yes, it's a kind of
Timche, Vamilo.
Armin Momeni. Where does he work?
Divar.
I don't know. No, not Divar. But I don't know the platform name right now. But but the amount of I applied that much that he came in Twitter and tweeted that what this woman wants from us. And I quote that tweet. And he texted me on WhatsApp and set a meeting for me interview. But unfortunately, because I was living in North and I had I insisted that I don't want to go to the capital. It's not my type. So I lost that meeting. But I mean, I was like this much annoying person for the people in the IT environment. So what was your experience of applying? I guess we had a meeting together once,
Yes.
and you were talking about
He has to turn on his mic. One of you.
Yes, I was saying that we had an event about about finding opportunities abroad in other countries, especially for the people who are living in Istanbul, in Turkey. At that time, I was working in a Japanese company, and I was working as an SEO specialist. And I was the same experience as you. In the last 2 months, I lost my job with a Japanese company. But after that, like you, like you were trying to find a new opportunity, I was doing the same. And I also told you about that in Twitter. And what I was doing was exactly the same. I applied in a lot of companies, in LinkedIn and other platforms, and my experience was a little funny because I was, trying a lot in all of the platforms, but suddenly I had a page in Upwork from the last year where I was trying to find an opportunity, and that Japanese company found me. But that page was a good page in Upwork, and suddenly a person from a company in Netherlands messaged me, and they told me that they want to talk to me about a new opportunity. And it was only one message from Upwork to me, and from that opportunity I could find a new work, a new position to start, and currently I'm working with them. And yes, and what I wanted to say that is sometimes you think that the platform, there's a little chance in a platform that you have the opportunity, but suddenly the opportunity finds you and you wonder about that. And
Yeah, I found the
it's
same from
interesting.
career as well.
Yes.
Me too. Yeah. Something.
What
just-
platform?
Sorry about that. It was Upwork. Yes, it was Upwork.
Oh.
Yes, I think yes, it was definitely Upwork. And yes, I just had a page. It was a good page, but I didn't know it's gonna work. And only one person messaged me in that platform, and that message transformed to an opportunity. And yes, I'm working with them right now.
I had the same experience here with career. I didn't think that career can work for me because most of the job application in career is kind of like a job for us, but in Turkey. But I was like, most of the applications was for graphic designers, and all of them are Turkish, and I couldn't even understand what are the job description. I just created a profile on that time that I was looking for a job in May, and then I guess in August in August, someone texted me on WhatsApp and said, we found your resume on Career and we want to work with you. And I went to the interview, and everything was like, it was my first time that I said the situation of, okay, I want this, I want that, otherwise I won't work with you guys. It was my first time in all of the entire life. Like, before that, I was like applying, please see me, please see my resume. And yeah, you can find the opportunity sometimes from some way that you even had no idea it will happen. But the thing is that I want to ask from all of you, what is your challenge, the main challenge when you guys are applying? What is your facing for? Let's hear from Siamak.
Okay. I think I didn't get the challenge because everything is a challenge to me. First of all, I thought maybe this is about the resume. I had some courses, online courses in LinkedIn Learning and the other platforms about the writing a resume. And I wrote my resume. After that, I saw misplaced about my portfolio. So I worked on my portfolio website. And I created something that is acceptable, I think. It's not too much graphical with many animations. As a product designer or UX designer, I think it should be. But I almost applied more than 1 year for many positions in Europe. and all I've got is nothing. Maybe 30% of them answered by a reject email. Of course, I had 2 interviews, but they were not accepted me. And I think the main challenge to me, as I found, is presenting myself, because all of my positions, all of the companies I worked for was referred by the friend, and all of them was referral. So, except my last position. Maybe I think maybe it's about the presenting myself in resume in my interviews, but I think the 2 interviews it's many concern. I think it's concerned me that why I had only 2 interviews during 1 year, applying more than 300, I think 300 positions I applied, and all I've got is nothing. Yeah.
I'm waiting for yeah. By the way, I applied through the LinkedIn 1023, just LinkedIn. I didn't mention about the Glassdoor, about the Indeed, about the direct test, about direct text. Sorry, about the emails, every platform, everything that you can think about it. I was there. I have an account. If you search my name, you can find me everywhere. I'm everywhere. Because when you are in that situation, sometimes you think, okay, if this platform have 1% chance, why not? Like, I need it. So and unfortunately, I can't understand this from the hiring manager people. She's in the meeting there, Sarah Mini. They are like expecting too many different things based on the company. Different companies, they are asking for different things. One said you have to have a Behance. Why a designer doesn't have any Behance? Okay, you are going to create a Behance, going to put your portfolio. Oh, you don't have a Dribble? Why you don't have a Dribble? Okay, go to Dribble, post all everything. Everyone has an Instagram account. Where is your LinkedIn? Where is that platform? Where is this platform? And I can understand. Okay, why instead of, and recently there's like why the designer shouldn't have a portfolio website. I think this one is the front-end developers track to find more job and get more money from our designers. But yeah, it's making it's really getting hard. And also there is like a I don't know why. Okay, I love AI and I really support it. I really want to see the world with mix of AR and XR one day. Robots do everything. I'm tired of doing housework. But but the thing is that nowadays all of the company owners, it's like a kind of like a branding. We are working with AI. All of them are like coding, hard coded in the backend, and they are saying that we are analytics. You have analytics based on AI, and they think that AI can work instead of a person who is like know the experience, know the users, understand the people and everything. And for example, in my past, one of my past company, I don't mention the name, they lay off many people suddenly, and then they put one AI and 2 persons on it, and they really expected from those persons and AI to like create everything, the design flow, the experience, the product. Okay, AI can help and assist us, but it can't right now. In the future maybe, but right now it can't take a place. But right now companies think that it can, and they change the place. So, and on the other hand, for example, I heard from another friend that she mentioned that she is working in a sector as a salesperson, and they said they hired AI, and the AI is talking with the people instead of assistant, and AI like talk random things and give them like random things about the medicine and all that stuff, and they had to do hard working to change it and correct it. Okay, so I can understand all of these challenges, but I wanted to hear more about the challenges that you guys face with it. For example, me is like the HR, okay, they don't put a time. Okay, I can understand. I was an interviewer as well, lots of time. I was checking resume and portfolio, but there on behind of each resume, there is like a hope, there is a people, there's a real people. So they don't like put any time. Each resume has like about 5 or 8 seconds to like take, okay, see me, read me. They are just open it and now click and the next one. And I can understand all of this. So, and all of those ATS, your number should be that. Between each bullet point, you have to have a number. Okay, I'm working in earlier stages as startup. We are creating something out of nothing. There's no KPI over there. They give a shelf to the designers, and she should do everything on the company. So there's no KPI. There's no structure to count and put a number in the resume. So these are the things that I'm always facing with it, and I'm really scared of losing my job again. It's a very scary environment. So Lucian, you didn't talk, and you are. I guess you are the person we can blame because of the. Are you product manager or
Product owner.
Product owner? Oh, hi. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, I'm on here.
Oh, okay.
I think Stiamak can pass his phone to him and he can talk through it.
I don't know why they are sitting far away from each other.
No problem.
Right, you can hear me. Okay, good. Yeah, so it's a very interesting industry that I'm in, and Kate speaks about AI and AI trying to replace people and things like that. The way we see it, or the way I see it, is there was this big hype, right? So there was big hype, call it in the last 2 years, that AI is here, and ChatGPT and DeepSeek and all of these LLMs and LRMs came in, and everybody thought, okay, cool, it's here and it's taking over and it will replace people, make jobs redundant in in the coming years. But what we see now is we see a shift. So that has started to happen. As Kate says, companies laid off people, expecting AI to do the job, but then you need people to, you need people to manage the AI that does the job. So you need them anyway. So the big shift was from that to, trying out AI, realizing AI that, can't work on its own, and you then need people to manage it. And companies now realizing that, okay, cool, AI, yes, it's great. It's not a replacement for people, but it just enables your business to become so much more powerful in a short term and a long term. However, the big, and I'm sure it's a topic for discussion, is that AI is not nearly intelligent enough these days to be trusted for stuff like research and all that kind of stuff. It's very interesting in my field. I have tried to use it, and I use it every now and again. However, and it may be a bit of a niche industry, but as I say, I work for Vodafone, and my job is to manage products, and I manage sports and gaming products. So we've tried to use it, and we use AI, in a very minimal way, because everything that we do is very specific. Our products are very, very specific to what you can do and what you can't do in terms of rules and regulation. And as I said, because I work for Vodafone, it's an end user that sees it. So it's very specific. It's very, I wouldn't say anti-AI, but unfortunately, there's not much scope for us in that, in that field. I wish we could use it a bit more, but not really that much. Moving on, going back to the previous point, and I think Kate had the slide up just now about, looking for jobs and finding jobs, things like that. I myself, I've been with Vodafone for just about 4 years now. And just before that, I used to work for another company, very small company that was poorly run. And after 3 months of being there, I just made a decision to like, okay, I'm going to leave, and I'm going to leave without a job, and took some time off and eventually found my job at Vodafone. Much happier now. As I say, I left without a job. Took 1 month to legitimately just reset. So sat on my couch, played PlayStation, went for lunch, with myself, like really took some time off. And then directly, once that month had passed, then you sort of get back into the job market and you feel a bit more reset and refreshed. So sometimes you need a reset like that, and sometimes you need to take a step back, evaluate, what do you want to do, where do you want to go in terms of your career, and how do you achieve that. Unlike Kate, I am not a LinkedIn maniac, and I didn't apply for everything. I just looked for what I thought I would be happy with, and if it happened, it happened. If it didn't happen, then wasn't meant to be. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's enough from me.
I guess Farzad wanted to talk. Farzad, you're muted.
Thanks, Lucian, for all the points you mentioned. It's an honor to hear them. I just wanted to say that the AI and the process which is we are going to, is that it comes to this line from Albert Hubbard. He says, one machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men. No machine can do the work of one extraordinary man. It's like we are going to narrow down the people who are working, because it can really help the people to do the jobs, but it definitely are kind of it's changing the game, you have to play in higher leagues, so the AI won't remove you from the market. And about the everyday growth, right now we have these language models, I'm sure you know better, that completely can clone a human's voice, and with the right proper amount of data, they can do the job of, for example, someone like me, who his job is to cold call people and try to sell them. Even it can do the better, because it might understand some algorithms in the sound of the person, the customer who's speaking, and that I might not be able to do it. So I might get removed. My managers, who has, for example, 10 years of experience, that person would stay. So I think we are mostly going to that area. Just wanted to mention. Thank you.
Yeah, well, Tom, thank you. Yeah, I agree. And I was saying that, okay, AI can be a good assistant, but it's, as you mentioned, it really needs an experienced person by next to it to like guide it, to train it, and use it in a correct way. Right now, for example, most of the people, or students, they using ChatGPT as a researching. Why it's wrong? They should just, okay, can get help a little. But for the real, they should conduct the research based on. So yeah, use the AI wrong. That it's a good thing. I really want to see the board full of AI, everything, robots, please. And okay, we were talking about our challenges. If, by the way, if we before we move to another topic, anyone from the online people wants to talk about the challenges that they may experiencing now for the job applications.
What about offline people? I want to say something about
Yeah, sure.
Yes. I think one of the challenges I faced with finding job opportunities for myself, was the language barrier. For example, I'm living in Istanbul, and I'm trying to find opportunities in all of the countries, like global opportunities, and also in Turkey. But as you know, European countries or the American countries, there are, there's a little less chance that they can hire me, for example, because the remote opportunities are fewer. And one problem about myself is that I don't know Turkish a lot, and so because of that, I have no opportunity to find any job in Turkey itself, that the country that I'm living. So only the remote opportunities are narrowing down for me to only the opportunities that are remote, and they are open to hire people from not the people from Europe and America, United States. So I think language barrier is a really challenging factor for me, especially. And what I'm trying to do about that is that I'm working on my Turkish language skills, so I can also increase my chance in that language, because I'm living in this country and I have no future plans to move on to another country. So I think, yes, language is something that we really don't think much about it. Also, for European opportunities, European companies, a lot of them have open opportunities that, for example, they tend to give those opportunities to the people who know more languages than only English. For example, they like you to have information about, Dutch or other languages, German, and this is, I think, a very important challenge for me and a lot of people. That's it.
So,
just being Iranian in your resume makes lots of opportunities to fly away, unfortunately.
Yes, but sorry, but about that, you don't need to mention in your CV that you're Iranian. I didn't mention that. I even have experiences that they mentioned that, for example, I'm worked in an Iranian company, but I didn't mention that company is Iranian. I didn't mention the location, only in my LinkedIn page, which is available. Because I heard from a lot of people that you mentioned the name of the country or the city from Iran, your resume might be rejected by ATS checkers. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, regarding to what I'm here reading your name, educating him. So yeah, regarding what he was saying, there are too many things that make this process happen and make it more worse. One was the COVID. In the COVID, we had like a remote working. It gets kind of like very popular. So I really hoped that companies would understand how to manage the people remotely, but it didn't happen after the COVID. And also during the COVID, I don't know why, but people started to teaching the ITs and not a very correct and professional way. So right now we have too many IT persons, like many from the 5 people, 6 of them are designers. So we have too many people who don't know, just passed one courses maybe from nowhere, and I think that they can work in IT. So you just open a job application on LinkedIn, less than an hour, there will be more than 200 applications. So the HR who is responsible to check all of the resume, after a time, they can't. So sometimes they can't see the professional people. That's why they are get help from the ATS. And this ATS is it's a hell. And yeah, this really, I guess the COVID, also AI, too many people, it's getting exaggeration sometimes in the IT environment. And it's in our past events, one of the persons mentioned that it's like a balloon that there's like a time that we are in a balloon. If we could survive from this time, this generation, we can survive. Otherwise, we should like look for another job. I don't know. I have no idea about it. So yeah, okay. Anyone from online wants to talk about their challenge? If not, let's get out of the hopeless things. And okay, Amir.
Hello again. Personally, this might not make sense, but in the last 7 years, I only applied once for my first job, and I never applied again. And the job kind of found me through LinkedIn, through my connections and network. So applying is a very new thing to me. So I guess I have a challenge of writing my resume. I guess I don't know what should I write there. Should I use something like ChatGPT to write my resume, or what considerations should I do for my resume? I think the main challenge is resume, because it will, all of that starts with resume. So I need help with that, I guess. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my challenge.
Okay, sure. First, that's why we are here. I really wanted to have more connection with the IT people from Iran and outside of Iran. And we are like making this kind of gathering to have those connections. And yes, connection really works. Out of all of those applications, amount of the applications, I also get all of my job by the connection. Like there was a time that I went to the interview, and like generally the interview process, for example, it had like too many steps, like doing the task, talk about your task, doing the technical interview, HR interview, and all of the things. Just with the one call, I was like, okay, hi, how are you doing, Kate? What's going on? Like long time no see, or such a thing. So connection really works. You should like prove yourself before get that interview. So people comes to you, talk to you, and you can say about your situation. Okay, I want that much amount of the salary, and then clean your tears with your dollar. So connection is so important. Like connection on the LinkedIn, connection on the Twitter environment. Like I opened my Twitter, English Twitter, I guess last year, 2 years ago. And I had just less than 10 person, and I just tweeted randomly, and I get one project. And it was from England. So yeah, I clean my tears a little bit with oil. So yeah, connection is really works. And try your best to connect with people, talk with them on LinkedIn, talk under their posts, be annoying in making connection. And about the resume, I mean, first of all, it should be like, I'm talking out of experience. So it might not work now, it might not work for you. So first of all, you need to choose, okay, where do you want to apply? For example, I want to apply in Germany. The things that I always suggest to the people, for example, if you want to apply for Germany, go and find the HRs from those, the people are hiring managers or the tech leads. You're working in a tech team, so find the tech leads. Like this platform in ADPList, you can find the people, you can connect with them and talk with them about your resume. First of all, you can understand from these meetings, you can understand what's wrong with your resume based on that location and those expectations. Secondly, you will find the connections. For example, one thing that I was doing, like I wanted to, okay, next edition, I wanted to like apply for one company. I will find the people who was like responsible, like the lead designers or HRs, find them in the ADPList. I take a mentoring out of, I had no idea you guys have a position. And then I shared my resume with them and asked questions from them. Okay, what's wrong with my resume? Why I can't find a job? And they, because on that meeting, you have like a 30 minutes at least to talk and prove yourself. And they was like, oh yeah, you have like a good potential. Oh, by the way, we have a position. I was like, oh, I will take some. I had no idea you had a position. So yeah, it can also work this way. So and about the resume, at the end of the meeting, I will share my resume. I had like too many meetings with too many HRs to create my resume rewriting. I'm still rewriting. It's something that never finished. You may finish, but writing your resume not. Okay, Lucian.
Me. Okay, cool. So while we're on the topic, and Kate just triggered something in my mind, and I said I'll just add my 2 cents. So while we're on the topic about resumes and things like that, so me being a South African, our resume, or we call it a CV back home, looks very different to what Europe or European CV or even a Turkish CV looks like. It's very much longer. You include more detail. And it's important, and the point I'm trying to make is it's important to realize what is the target market of your CV, so, or your resume. Who are you sending it to, and is it in the right format? Because I think Kate mentioned it earlier, is companies, receive, if they advertise a position, they could receive hundreds or maybe thousands of resumes for the job. And in that time, if there's, let's say, hypothetically, there's 100 people that apply for a job, immediately the CVs or the resumes that are not in the right format, they get discarded. It doesn't matter how good you are or how overqualified you are. If it's not in the right format, and if it doesn't have what they are actually looking for, maybe it's too long, maybe it has too much detail. And if it's not what they're actually looking for, they just discard it and you are immediately out of the running. And the last point I'd like to make on it is that if it is in the right format and you do include the right detail, you got to think to yourself, what is going to make the person look at this versus the guy that's applying next to me? What is it that sets my resume apart, and what is it that will say, okay, this guy looks interesting, maybe we should interview him? You got to have some sort of X factor like that. So yeah, you just gotta be you gotta like sort of make them want to read it, if I could say that. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Can you see my CV? I will sacrifice myself and show my CV. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I shared the room. There's something else.
Can I ask a question?
Hi, guys. Hi. Hi.
Hi, welcome, Harry.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks for asking. Welcome. Sorry,
Are you on the meeting? I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
so sorry.
yes. Welcome.
Okay, you just.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry. Okay. There are too many tabs. Okay. Here is my resume. Can you see it now? It's not good, but
Yeah.
I killed myself to create it. Don't judge me, please.
No, it's very good.
Okay.
I already like this. It's good.
Okay. Don't read that much.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, we're talking. Okay, Thailand is then just joined to us. He's a ADP's mentors as well, and you were in our first meeting, right?
Yes.
Yes. And yeah, we talked about the job applications challenge nowadays, and one person asked about the resume, how they should write a resume. So I'm sacrificing myself and put my resume for judge. Okay. First of all, please create the resume with the word. These things that, okay, the designers should have a designing resume or such a thing. It's for portfolio, not for the resume. Create your resume with Word. It can be,
Or Google Docs, I mean.
yeah, or Google Docs. It can be readable. Even in some companies in Germany, you can't apply with the PDF. You should apply with directly the Word file. So create your resume with Word and get export as a PDF. How you can make it like a 2 columns? I put a table and then I remove the border. But some HR said that maybe ATS reads like this one line from here and then next line from here, but I tested, it didn't happen. So I don't know. Let's talk about the resume. First of all, your name and your position. Okay, they need to know what you are applying for. For mentioning like this, but sell yourself and sell your ability. Talk about why they are hiring for you. I was like, get some A/B tests from too many HR that I had. opportunity to talk with them through ADPList. And I asked, okay, first, when you open my resume, what do you do? She said, okay, I just see the role. Okay, you applied for product design. Then I click your summary and I click on LinkedIn. They were like based on the Europe. So they don't scroll. And they just here, you should like have like a few seconds to say, okay, please give me a time. And then they go for your LinkedIn. So your resume should be like a brief of your LinkedIn. And sorry, and your LinkedIn should be a kind of like a talk in details, have everything on it. And in the experience side, you should mention your role. You should mention the company. It's nice to link the company. And you should write about, okay, from which time and where is the company and what was your situation there. You were remote, you were full-time, but how did you work with them? And then talk about, like in 1 or 2 liners, please talk about what is this company, what is this industry that you were working for. Okay, it's like a B2B, it was a software as a service, what was it? Then in 2 or 3 bullet points, talk about what did you do. And this one is like, look to the HR as a user. Okay, what are they looking for? The user, sorry, as a HR, I'm looking for this because of this. So you shouldn't tell them.
Someone should mute. Yes.
You shouldn't tell them that. Okay, I did that Figma files, I did that shape and such a thing. Every designers know. But by creating that Figma files, what achievement you bring for the company. And yeah, unfortunately, this ATS that I mentioned as a whole, based on each bullet point that you put, it needs a number. Otherwise, it's reduce your score. I don't know why, but okay, for example, me, I was working in an early stages startup. They had no idea what is KPI, how we can like measure the things. So I was like dying to measure. And you can see some numbers that are like, for example, I was like talked about the amount of the components and variables that I created on the design system. So everything about this, and then in the right side, you should talk about where do you live, your number, your emails, and the LinkedIn, your portfolio, and anything you want to share. And be careful to link your profile and also write the ID, because sometimes the links can't work. Sometimes they print the resume still, some companies do. So they can't like click on the papers. So if you if you write your ID, it would be nice. About the skills and about the experience, people ask how we can write our resume, how we can write the descriptions. One thing that I always suggest, for example, I wanted to apply in Berlin. I will go to the LinkedIn, okay, senior product designer or product designer on Berlin. I will read more than 10 job description, and I have to, it helps me through 2 things. One is that, okay, what should I write in my resume? What should I mention? What is the expectation from my resume? And second, it will give you a guide. Okay, these are the things that most of the companies from the Berlin wants, and I don't have. So what is next thing that I need to learn? And about the tools, about the education, there are like small things about the language. I graduated from Turkish language. I have a BA ki kadar Türkçe biliyorum. Finally. And the certificate. Your certificate should be like, okay, we have too many certificates from the Coursera, IBM, put all of them on LinkedIn, but mention those most important, eye-catching, and those things that prove your the things that you write in your resume. For example, I mentioned that I was like creating like a work culture and environment for the communicate between the IT persons and the designers through the design thinking of the Google and all of the things. So I mentioned, okay, I passed this kind of stuff in IBM and Google and such a things. So that's it from resume. I will close it. Don't judge me more.
What about the second page?
That was the rest of the experience. There is nothing more for judge, but you can still have my resume on my portfolio website. Yeah, I mean all the platform. There are too many resources from me to judge, so don't worry. But you had anyone had a question?
I raised hand midway, but I
It's okay.
lowered hand.
Question.
And a person joined us.
One person joined us.
Yeah.
Is that
He
you?
left, I think.
You can ask your question meanwhile he's getting back.
Actually, on the meeting right now,
Yeah, I believe now you can hear me well. Well, my name is Thailand, and I'm working in a bank, which is in front of me right now. I can see the building. It's called FIBA Banka. I'm so close to it, but I'm so sorry that you guys can't see it. But it's called FIBA Banka. You can look it up. I'm working as a UX researcher currently, but I've been doing UX design over there for a while, and then I've been promoted to become a UX researcher because I was doing more of analytics and data-driven design decisions based on behaviors and all that kind of stuff. And now, yeah, it's been like 2.5 years, almost 3 years. That I'm working over there as a designer. I mean, UX related stuff. So welcome everybody, and thanks for having me. Cheers. That's it.
What's for you? It's app based or?
Yeah, it's basically fintech. They're trying to evolve into a fintech, but it was a very uh, how can I say, controversial kind of finance app, mobile banking app. But now they're trying to evolve it into a fintech kind of thing. Most of the banks in Turkey are trying to do that. They're trying to evolve into that kind of thing, and the market is actually really available for that. That's why they're trying their luck. Yeah, and you
So I'm in the fintech space.
as well?
Yeah. So let me just unmute you. I'm in the fintech space, but I work for Vodafone. So Vodafone itself, the core business is obviously telecoms and customers. I work in a relatively new division, which looks to and it's called Digital Lifestyle Services. So it's not particularly core business, and it's just something that the CEO decided it's like her plaything, basically. So we'd probably be one of the few divisions, or one of the first divisions to shut down if things go bad, because we're not necessary service. If we don't exist, customers will still be able to make phone calls and things like that in Vodafone service. Having said that, the value that we bring to the industry is amazing, because it's one of the few telecoms providers that actually offers what we offer. And basically, it sounds a bit fancy, but basically I manage sports and gaming products, and I do a lot of the UI UX for them as well. And basically, come and pay your 10 tele a day. This is for the South African market and African market. Come and pay your 10 tele a day. I'll give you access to fantasy league, like football fantasy league. Come and play. There's a few games that you can play, like a predictor and a fantasy. the trivia quiz as well. And then if you place well enough at the end of the week, I'll give you, if you place like in the top 30% of people, I'll give you like 5 gigabytes of data. So that's the sort of stuff that we offer. And yeah, it's really interesting to see how it's evolved over the years and what the appetite for it is.
Is it called something like VPay? Vodafone Pay?
So
is it under an NDA? If it's, let's just keep it down, because I believe we are also working on that. That's why.
Yeah, so all our services by default we offer as a standalone web service, and also on I think it's a South Africa specific app right now, but I think it'll come to other markets. It's called VodaPay. And it's a big super app that houses our stuff, like all my sports and gaming stuff. It houses apps within there like Migros and and Mavi and stuff like that. And the idea is to have everything in one place. And the reason why you'd use that instead of going to the Migros app itself, you may get a discount from there if you use it within VodaPay kind of thing. So it's just one big ecosystem kind of thing. Yeah. And yeah, you can buy electricity on there. You can buy like gas and water and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about the challenge. We sacrificed my resume in this way. So let's go for motivation. When we all of us were in that cave all alone, what did help us to motivate?
Actually, about the motivation part, what I was trying to do, I think the most important thing about the motivation part is where you try to submit a resume to a lot of companies and they reject you again and again, and it goes somewhere that you think maybe I'm not as good as I'm not a very good specialist in this field. You even might go somewhere that you think maybe I should change my field. And it goes there as well. But one thing that is very important, I think, about motivation is that you should, in this period when you are looking for a new opportunity, is a very good opportunity. Is actually the best opportunity to work on your skills, to improve your capabilities. And for example, in my last, when I was working for a new opportunity last time, the AI was collapsing our field, SEO, because of the AIO changes and all of the changes in SEO and ChatGPT, this sort of things. And what I tried to do is to improve my CV in terms of AI, usage of AI in SEO and these kind of things. So I could do both motivate myself and also improve my abilities. So your chance also increases as time passes and as you work on your skills. So I think the most important part in motivation is to improve your abilities. It gives you both motivation and also more chance to get better opportunities.
Farzad, yes.
I just wanted a question. You applied for the jobs, all of you, and found it. I haven't had enough experience in that field. But my question is that how you immigrated from Iran? You used your job, or it was some other way. I'm sorry if it's not exactly about the topic.
Yes, actually, no, I didn't immigrated by the job that I found. I immigrated in the first few years. I was even working with my home country, Iran. And after that, after a few years, I could handle to find a new job in another country. And yes, so I didn't immigrate with my job. But that is the best immigration type, I think, if you can find a job and just immigrate with that job, with that opportunity, because it gives you a lot of opportunities. And yes, I think that's the best type of immigration.
So you
based on
mean you went there
what I think.
as a tourist and you find the job, right?
I couldn't hear. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What did you mention?
You mean you went there as a tourist? So you mean you went there as a tourist and you found the job and...
Yes, that's exactly what happened. I came here. First, I came here and I tried to find a job in another country than Iran. I was working with Iranian as a freelancer with Iranian companies and also a tiny company from Canada. But after that, I handled to find a work here in another country. I mean.
Okay, thanks.
We are using high technology here to communicate. That's why suddenly from sharing work office, we are going to Jami, to mosque. So yeah, there's a joke. I guess just Iranian laughed at my jokes. There's most of the time in a mosque, I don't know why they're using a kind of microphone that it has an echo, like, and they're always like nagging about the car in the parking car, car. So yeah. Yes. Okay. About the motivation, yeah, I was the other person who came here with. When I came here, I had no other choice. I don't want to talk about that part, but I suddenly came to this country, and I had another plan to go another country as well. But suddenly, like Turkey, like it's the most amazing country and so close to my culture. So and also they put yogurt on every food. So I fall in love with Turkey and I stayed here. And I had a job from Iran when I came here. And the second day, I just arrived. I didn't know language. I had nowhere to go. I was stayed with my friends. And I get laid off. And I got laid off 3 times later than that. I was like in just 1 week, I found a house. I found a job. I found everything and created my life. And I joined in a Turkish company. I was like, okay, this one is a Turkish company. You won't get laid off. It's not the same experience. You get bankrupt. So, yeah, I guess it's an Iranian thing. So after 7, Atrexio, it was the early stages of a startup. They were like working at the same time in the client's project as a design studio, and at the same time they had their own product. It was Otorapa Araba Parça, and they were trying to make the local cars. Araba Parça in İngilizce? Car parts, yes.
Doesn't it in the US?
No, it's like in Turkey, in Pendik. Yeah, or 2 hours like this in metro. So,
but you were working in a US company.
Yeah, later.
Oh, later.
Yes, later.
Sorry.
Yes, currently I'm working. Yeah, HQ is here, but no. So yeah, I was get laid off again and again 3 times, I guess, in this country. I'm here about 2 years. Yes, 2 years and 1 month, I guess. And yeah, the things that motivates me a lot, to be honest, was the landlord, because I had to pay the rent at the end of the month. So that was like the most motivation, because you don't have any choice. If I was like in my home in Iran, I was like, okay, chill. You can even stay without food and everything, or like just go to your parents. But here, no, I should have to do the fatura, I mean the bills, and they're so expensive. It's not like Iran, like petrol is like hell here. So it was my most motivation at first, but then I tried my best, like by motivating myself with anything that I could. Like I do the makeup thing, like draw some like flowers on my face, like, and like taking a story with people. I'm happy, I'm sad, and then after start crying in a corner. So yeah, I stick to any kind of things that helped me to stay motivated, because I had no choice. I should survive. And I have too many dreams. I was like always dreaming about my dreams. Okay, I wanna to study digital games design here. I have to pay for the university and everything. So I should kill myself to catch those dreams. So those are my motivation. And there was a time like I was in my room and I didn't even get out, like about days and days. And my flatmate thought I'm not at home, and she texted all of my friends, "Where is Kate? Why she doesn't come back home?" And while I was like the next door, but I was in that much in the depression and the old things. Like my last layoff was the same time with when the Iran was under the fire, and I had no idea what is going on with my parents while they were like hanging around in the north. So yeah, I had no idea that there is no internet connection, nothing, and I was like in a cave in a green. My room is actually dark green, so I call it dark green cave. So I was completely in a cave, but I survived. I'm here. I'm not talking to you guys. So yeah, I survived. So I think any kind of motivation that can motivate you, guys, stick to it. And exactly the moment that you think it's done, after there is a hope. Even 1% there is a hope, and like try your best to. I know it's very hard. All of those like pre-ready emails. From a time I was like very able to read the German's emails completely. Okay, this is a rejection because of that reason. Even the amount of that I get rejection make me like fluently to read the German emails, Italian emails, any country. I was like application from a time I was like putting my LinkedIn on worldwide, not just the company. There was like no job application that I didn't miss. So yeah, no, Farza, that's not. There's no clapping for. So yeah, if any motivation, stick it and try your best. You will find you can do it. So what is your guys' motivation?
Yeah, thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
One thing I was trying, and it is, I think, funny and not so good to mention, but since it's funny, I'm going to mention. One thing that I was doing to stay motivated was that, because in our company, when I lay off, I think almost about 30 other persons in our company were laid off at the moment. So one thing that I was also always doing to stay motivated was that I was always checking their LinkedIn page and just to see if they are also still looking for a job. And I was thinking about, is it normal that I'm still looking for a job?
I'm not alone.
Yes, I'm not alone. So I think even this kind of stuff, if they're going to help you, I think they're good to do. I mean, and also beside that, I was getting help from computer games and this kind of things to stay motivated.
So Mike.
Yeah, I agree with you. I figured out I have to bring myself outside of that zone, because there is a loop in applying and with rejection or no answers. the main motivation I created for myself, something had came to me from the other side of me. For example, my wife was the main motivational thing that I have ever had, because she admired me. She pushed me to keep going, keep trying. You can do it. But something I'm alone in home a day, full of the day, because my wife works out of the home and I'm working remotely with a company in Iran. It's me and my dog, and all of things that I could do to bring myself to outside of that dark zone that you are rejected, you have no answer, is finding some motivational outside of that. For example, walking with my dog and look at the beauties in the city. I had a bad chance from the beginning of living in Turkey because I had no community, because I hadn't experienced to create a network with foreign people, specific Turkish people, because I had no experience to talking in Turkish, and I think it is the hardest thing that any person can experience in Turkey to don't know Turkish in Turkey. So
You can't blend in. I mean,
yeah, I had many struggling with communicating with people. All of communication I had in Turkey was with my komşu, neighbor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it okay?
Yeah, all I had it was communicating with people around of my home in my apartment, and that is an in-person course for Turkish, because my neighbor tried to learn me Turkish, and we had a conversation half an hour a day. I want to say, if you want to be motivational, if you want to have energy to keep going and keep trying to do that, there is no result with it, you should just keep yourself outside that for a little bit of time, for example, an hour, and do something that excited you, something that brings you to think about the other things that are clear to be motivated. Yeah, all I could was it.
Harjad, we are hearing you.
Well, I'm starting to feel like I'm in the addiction camp, which everyone says, well, hi, I'm...
Hi,
yeah, but well, the thing I wanted to mention, well, I haven't migrated there, or I don't have this kind of experiences. But the time that I went to military service in army, it was for 2 years, and it was crucial for me that to keep motivated in that situation, and I always try to. I didn't have any other option. I think we have in common is that we didn't have any other option. We should stay motivated. We have to stay motivated. And with that, you always find a way. And I was like, well, I will finish the military service, then I will go sign to that course. I will meet new people. And I will always used to plan for the future and think like, how can I use the most of my time, which I couldn't, military service. But yeah, I think that sense of I have to do this, if not I will lose, is what moves us like forward toward what we want.
Yeah, true. I'm sorry for the military service. Unfortunately, in Iran, for boys, it's about 2 years, and it's by force. And if there is like any mistake, not a mistake, it's not it whole military service is a mistake. Like if there is anything from those sides, from the both sides, they will increase the time. So and during those times, you know, they waste their time. They kind of want holiday, everything. So they wouldn't gain anything for 2 years. They will do some nonsense works during the 2 years, and they lose like everything, like in the best time of their life. And yeah,
After 18 or
it's up to them, but mostly like it's after 18, I guess.
after 18, but if you're a student, what happens?
Yeah, we have that vision. If you're a student, you can see that for example, for the bachelor, for 4 years, and the master 2 years. So yeah, but after that, finally you should go.
Yes, at last
and
you
there's
have
no
to.
chance to buy it or pay any cost for that. You see that in your.
You have to go.
Yeah.
You have to
Yes,
know.
unless you have to
In
go.
Turkey as well, but right now it's 6 months, but it used to be 1 year. Before that, 2 years. Not only you can go to it, if you're a bachelor, if you have a bachelor's, you can go 6 months to 1 year, but then they reduce the time. Now it's 6 months by force, but if you pay, just 1 month.
No, in
It's
Iran,
2
there's no-
years in Iran, and it's necessary.
It's necessary.
No, we don't have that option of
2 years.
paying. And I joined the service after my bachelor degree.
Definitely. I don't have any experience to say, but about that, so I can't help you regarding to the military service. But I guess all of the people here, not you guys,
I have experience.
have experience. So
Yeah.
if you can help him regarding to the resume gap, anything, yeah, if anything.
Yes, I had the experience, but I think military service is a really important challenge. But I also think nowadays, because we have remote opportunities, there is also a way, especially, for example, for myself, because I know someone in military services, I could do something to change the timing to, something like I do work. I like work in an office, something like that. So for me, it was a little easier, and I could work in the same time in remote jobs. But it's also still challenging. But yes, in that time, I managed to work for myself and to improve also my working situation. I mean, it's a challenge that sometimes makes opportunities for growth and this kind of stuff. Yes.
So if you
That's
want
it.
to add
I
something.
have the experience of the politics.
We don't talk with you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Sorry.
let's go. Okay, so about this gap, I don't know about the military service. I'm sorry, but I know some companies in Iran, they give a job instead of the military service. For example, Graph Inc. is working in cybersecurity in Tehran. They have this opportunity a lot. So I guess, and it's really hard to take those of the jobs, but connection will help you. So find those kind of companies. Farzad is not working for you anymore, I'm sorry, but for other people, find those kind of company and try to make connection with the people over there to get this kind of opportunity. Unfortunately, we are living in a very bad country. So I don't want to make Hossein to censor this conversation, but yeah, find a connection.
It's just pass.
Yeah, and try to get the job there. For example, the only company that I know it's Graph. It's in, I guess, in Sharifi or Tehran University. I don't know. I'm not sure. I was working there in 1400. I don't know in this calendar. So I was like working there in 1 year. And I remember they had like too many opportunity for such a thing, so you guys can apply for them. It's and about the hack in cybersecurity and such a things like meta defender queues and all of the things. And about the other gap, you guys can like talk about your ability, your talent and kind of fill the gap. For example, okay, I had like a gap after my university, but I changed my major because I found like a more ability and passion on that other major. So that's why I had this gap. So don't talk about the negative things on your resume. Use the negative things as a kind of like a opportunity, another opportunity. For example, I was like in, I guess, first 2 years or 3 years that I was like became designer, I tried to apply for the companies in the capital, and I mostly I was like getting rejected because I was working for 5 months in one company, and everyone asked me why you were just stay 5 months. If I was talking about what's happened there, what I experienced, they would give me like a badge. Okay, you're a survivor, you deserve it. But I couldn't. So after time, I started to say, oh, okay, I just worked not as a full-time person. I was like as a project, and I made this kind of this, and I get 2 funds for that company. And from a time, I figured, okay, this city is enough for me. I can't earn anything more. So that's why I'm applying for the biggest company in capital. That's why I'm applying for you guys. I want to learn something. Before that, I was telling them, oh yes, I was like get laid off. I was like something like this. And I changed the negative things to another opportunity to give them the company, the interviewer, a kind of like a value from their side and my side as well. So play with the things, play with the your negative experience, play with your gap, and try to like present yourself. Right now, 2 things are so important: presentation, connection. Out of this, it's a really hard way to find a job application through all of these people hanging around. And yeah, here we are in QA questions. Okay, if you guys have any other questions related, oh yes, Farzan, of course, thank you for being here.
Well, I'm here to use all the opportunity I have. First of, yeah. I have a question from Lucian. In one part of his speech, let's say, he said that we have to make, I think he said that we have to make those recruiters to like read our resume, and somehow we have to pass that ATS. I didn't get that part. It's like we have to personally make them enthusiastic, like to reading our resume, like out of the ATS system, or how was it? I didn't get that part.
Okay. Yeah. So this is basically, I think the message I was trying to get across was like, have something on your resume that differentiates you guys or you from the next person. So when somebody has a look at it, what sets you apart from all the other resumes in the pile that's applying for the same job? Why do you deserve the job better, or why do you deserve the job more than all the other people applying? And once you understand, and it also goes back to what are they looking for? What do they want to see? So again, as I say, if you are part of 100-person, job been applied for by 100 different people, what can you include on your resume that puts you in a better standing versus all the other candidates?
You mean we have to do that in kind of the about me section, about in the resume, or out of the resume? Should I repeat?
Sorry, because of our high technology, we couldn't hear you. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, no problem. You mean we have to do it in the about me section of a resume, or somehow out of the resume and some physically, personally? I mean, after all, it goes.
No, I think with the resume itself, within your resume, because that's the first thing. Look, you're not going to get considered for an interview if they don't like your resume. So I think that's first and foremost. You just have to make it. Your resume needs to stand out, basically. And once you get to the interview, and if you get to the interview, then you have the opportunity to sell yourself and to obviously show what you're capable of. you will never get to that point if your resume is not what they're looking for, basically, and a bit extra.
Did you say?
I'm learning the algorithm now.
Okay. Any other question?
Yeah. So my main concern is that after all, it goes through the filter of the ATS, and then the recruiter reads my resume. So first, as Katie said, we have to ATS optimize it, let's say, and then we also have to pay attention to make it like more extraordinary, let's say. That's what you mean.
Yeah, just something that, you know, something that sets you apart from everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So now you can hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, fine. I just wanted to ask you for a favor, that we all are here. We don't know that much about each other. If you can get any kind of contact, like how you say it, a way to contact us, to contact these people that we are all here. I can't exactly remember the word. So, and you would share that, and then we can make more connections.
Yeah, sure.
Make this more useful.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any kind of group?
Before
WhatsApp
Thailand, I wanted to mention. Okay, yes, we have a WhatsApp group, and I shared on the emails that I sent for the people. But I will share again here as well. And yes, we have a WhatsApp group, and yes, just we have WhatsApp. Oh, we have IG as well, but no one doesn't work on it. So yes, we have a WhatsApp group. And yeah, Thailand.
Yeah, we can talk more about in the WhatsApp group, and I like to also make some addition to the things that Lucian says. I believe also it depends on when you are applying for the jobs. If you are applying from LinkedIn, this is my personal experience, by the way, you have to be in the first 50%. Because recruiters also doesn't have a lot of time to review basically like 400 or 500 people. So that's why you have to always be vigilant and always be on the lookout for the opportunities that pops up in your feed instantly. And another thing that it's a bit like challenging is that you also have to modify, like you said, you also have to modify your CV, so your resume should be also standing out from the rest, right? But ATS in a way like trying to compile all these series into some some like one form, if you know what I mean. It's like most of the ATAs are killing the vibes of the CVs, killing the like specialties and the characteristics of the persons, whatever. And that's a challenge. That's why I wanted to make an addition, because that's a great question that I'm also thinking a lot about. But yeah, thanks for asking that. Also, if you are a UI designer, maybe you should be like more graphical, go more graphical on your resume. But then, if you're a researcher or maybe like a UX designer, I don't think that you should just go all the flashing lights on your resume or like pop everything up, because right now where I'm working I'm working in Sri Lanka, and the HR once said to me that, oh, you look like an UI designer, because my CV was looking like very colorful and shiny. And then I decided that, oh wait, maybe the things, the context, the things that I'm doing must be go out first, and then must be flashy, not the colors and everything. I don't know if I could you know, transferred this information correctly, but yeah, I hope you understood very well. Thanks.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean.
Farzad, what did you say?
I said, yeah, I kind of get what you mean, and I thanked him. And I checked my email. There wasn't any WhatsApp link.
I just showed the WhatsApp link here in the text, but there might be on the Luma things that I shared. So yeah, anyone who wants to join, they can use this as well. And any other question about the topics, about the job applications, resume? You're hearing.
Well, I'm again eager if anyone else don't have any questions.
Yeah, sure. We are here to answer your questions.
I'm being like, as you said, being annoying.
No.
Well, as I said before, I'm an English language translator, and I was wondering if there is any possible position in Turkey that you would all know. I just heard about the tour leaders that who knows Turkish and English, like they are working there. But is there any other kind of like possibility, opportunity there that you might know that I might aim to it, target it?
I just know about the not tour leader, but the tourism environment. Like, for example, tourism and health. There are too many companies here because Turkey is kind of like a cheap for the people who lives in the Europe and America. So they come here to do their hair transplants or their dental things. And most of them are foreigner. They don't know Turkish as well. And the doctors also doesn't know English. So there are too many people who are like talking as a salesperson, talking as an assistant, talking as like a assistant next to the doctors in the
translator.
Yes, as a translator. And yeah, they need people to know English, like or Italian or any other language from Europe. And so yeah, this is the only like opportunity right now that I know, and many of the companies want it. Yes, yeah, Mike.
I also know someone that's a translator in, I think, 4 languages: English, Arabic, Turkish, and Russian. And he found a job in the airport for a very, very great salary. I think it was almost about $3,000 without any vergi tax. Yeah, thank you. And I think as a translator, you can find some jobs at the international communities, international places in city. For example, the airport. There was a drug section. What's that called? مبارزه مواد مخدر. Fighting against drugs section in airports. Yeah.
FDA.
Yeah, FDA.
It's like border control.
So yeah, on I guess most of this job application, because I tried those as well. Who is raising hand? You.
It's your Mac.
No. It's like. Okay. I was like, there was a time that I was like, okay, I can't be a designer anymore. Like the useless, even like Joelback in English.
Let's say grass.
The green things, yeah, the green things in the sea. Even that seaweed, yes. Even a seaweed is more useful than me. So there was a time, so I was like, no more designer, but I had to pay for the rent. So I applied for this kind of jobs a lot. Mainly, you can find them on Instagram. I don't know on Iran the Insta IG ads works or not, but here there are a lot. Like I'm searching sales on an IG search, and after that, all of the stories will be like a job application for me, and I applied for all of them. Like they're everyone, and also you can find it on the LinkedIn, but mostly on a career. On LinkedIn, I couldn't find that much job application related to the sales things, but on Instagram they are a lot. Those people are mostly working on an Instagram, so you can find them on IG. If there is no IG like a meta advertising in Iran, I don't know. If there is not working for you, just search it. Search and you will find too many reels. They post the job description as a picture, as a reels to be seen. So you can find them and apply through them. And within them, you can find the connections and find a job. So this is the things that came to my mind. Just wanted to mention. And here is Azimra. I can't read your name completely. Azim Raisi.
Raisi. Yeah. Hi, this is Azim. I'm not familiar with the previous president in Iran. I'm new in your community. And
That was a good start.
we moved to the Turkey, Istanbul, 2 months ago, due to the war because we lost our home. And now I am looking for a job. I will share my LinkedIn profile. If you have any connection for a cloud or DevOps position, I will appreciate your support.
What is his expertise?
DevOps.
That's what
DevOps?
What was your experience? Can you share a little bit about yourself?
DevOps engineer.
Oh.
I have been working for MTN Iran more than last 6 years, and I'm familiar with Docker, Kubernetes, CI/CD, and I am a Microsoft Azure certified.
And for you guys who doesn't know what is MTN Iran, it's kind of like a
major data operator in region.
Yeah, like I know.
It's like
I only know big e-commerce companies have their own DevOps manager and DevOps like development operations basically. But other than that, most of the companies, what I know of, doesn't name it as DevOps. That's why maybe you can definitely find the similar like technicality and similar title. I mean the requirements. I'm sorry, the requirement, the workflow is basically same, but the name is not DevOps. So maybe you should just go out there and look for something like I don't know, IT manager or like IT operations, or yeah, you could also go for those kind of titles as well. But DevOps is basically something of like it's like a very fresh term for new companies. Yeah. I mean, maybe you could try to adjust searching as well, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I definitely know big e-commerce companies just like straight got that title into their workforce, like DevOps manager. They even have research ops manager, etc. And that's what I can maybe give my 5 cents. That's all I have.
Thank you. I shared my LinkedIn profile in the chat.
Yeah, only some of them. Only some of them, not like every one of them. Yeah. So, yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Farzad, you're here.
One last favor. One last favor. Is there anyone volunteer here that can analyze my resume? Like I can send it to and they would. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Professional in your sector, I can help you about the resume guideline. and everything. But yeah, and then and one thing, don't just hear from one person and trust to that person. They can say like nonsense things a lot. So hear from. Sorry, I was just talking about myself. Talk about too many people and make the last decision by your own self, your own goals, because just you know about your talent, you know about your future and whatever you want to do. So yeah, we are just talking about our experience, something kind from experience. But you can
that
find
means a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome. You can find you can find me on the ADPList with my name, and there is my calendar. Whenever it's good for you, you can choose it. But by the way, I guess Thailand, you are a mentor as well, right?
I'm not a mentor in ADPList. I'm not.
How did you came to our meeting?
I was with it because invited me.
So you were, because the ADPList people invited you, so you are in the group.
I'm in the group, but I'm not a mentor. Yeah.
Maybe I
Okay.
can help him to if he can reach to me.
Yeah, sure. You can. So
Because I can open the mic and. Oh.
Thank you.
Maybe I can help you too about the guidelines, Farzad. So please feel free to reach
I
out
will
to me as well.
appreciate all the help that I can get, and I will appreciate all your comments. Those means a lot to me, and yeah. And just how can I share it with you?
I guess all of us are in a WhatsApp group.
I'm not.
Lucian isn't in the group, and
Yeah,
there are some other
you guys
things.
can share it here as well. You can follow each
I
other.
can share my screen.
Normally in our face-to-face gathering, we will just give each other a cell phone and take the connection. But here you can like write your name, anything. You can find me in any kind of platform with connector. So yes, and also same URL with the portfolio as well.
I also have a question to ask about the opportunities that they can find.
I always hear that the name is also a factor. For example, my name is Mehdi, but I know a lot of people that, for example, I don't know what is your name in Persian, but for example, your name is Kate here. But for example, I heard a lot of people that if you change your name especially in your CV to a name that, for example, is most common in, for example, European or American companies, you have more chance to to be seen in the platforms. For example, if my name is like Matt, for example, instead of Mehdi, I can be seen more. I don't know, what do you think about this matter? I don't know, because I heard a lot of people talk about that. I don't know if it's nonsense or.
That's what I heard as well. I know something sure, like
Yes.
That's what I heard as well, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. That's
Yes,
why.
down.
It sounds logical, right? Because in the paperwork, you don't have to, like hire another guy from another country that you have to fill some other paperwork. So maybe it sounds more. It also looks more easy to hire a person that is already over there, and if it's already over there, maybe his name is Max, or I don't know, Alexander, maybe, I don't know, it depends. But I mean, it really depends on the market, which market. Like perhaps if your workforce in the country is very low, then you are dependent on immigrants, right? That's why on those kind of countries, it shouldn't be that much of a matter. But it really it is really the case. I mean, I hear the concerns over LinkedIn. I read a lot about those posts that is talking about this issue. but I have never, experienced that in the first hand. That's why. Yeah. What do you guys think about it?
Yes, but do you think is it important or useful or?
Yeah, it all depends on all depends on what the what the situation is, and as you guys mentioned that it depends on the country that you're applying to. If you're looking for immigrants, and it's always just easier to hire the local person, right? But you've got to understand, what are they looking for? Are they looking to employ a local? Are they looking to employ from abroad? And then use it to your strength. If you see a person says, we're looking for locals, sort of you have it in the back of your mind that you're not really on the front foot anyway. Focus your efforts elsewhere. Thank you so much.
And about me, I changed my name, but not for this reason.
No.
But no, it's okay. I heard the same a lot. No. I heard the same things a lot, and some people also mentioned it works for them.
Yes.
They applied with 2 applications for the same position, same companies with a different name, and one got an interview and another one didn't get. And but for me, it didn't happen at all. And still, the Iranian read my name Katayun, Kati, and Turkish people say Kate, while Kate is like a rice name in my language. So it didn't work for me at all, and it worked like reverse. But everything can help.
And your name actually doesn't like that you have changed it. It seems like a short version of your name. I mean, yes, I've seen a lot of cases that they're totally, for example, changing their names.
You're lucky if that is the shortened version of your original name.
No, it's not the shortened version.
It's almost.
They think it's a shortened version, and they always call me wrong, like Katayun.
It's Katayun.
No, it's not.
No, it's
Don't
not.
call me. I tweeted about it. Don't call me Katayun, please. No, it's not. It's not the same. They have a kind of meaning, but we will talk later. Okay. But and one thing is that I heard, unfortunately, in Europe, the governments and stuff changed. So regarding the taxes and all of this stuff, they are not allowed to hire people out of the Europe. So even if the position is remotely, they expected to be in their country because of all the taxes. That's why, before that, we get too much opportunity from the Europe as a remote job applications. But right now, it's not happening like this. So getting a remote job position is hard, and most of them gave you a less salary because they know, okay, you are first and you are not in a good situation, you have no other choice, so you will apply. And also most of us, from the countries that our money unfortunately doesn't have enough value to compare to the euro or a dollar, so anything that they give to us, we will thanks.
Even as a contractor, they can't.
Really? We will talk after the meeting. So unfortunately, sometimes they can, but I heard about Europe a lot from the recruiters. Okay, this is a remote position. Why you are not hiring me? And they said you have to be in the country because of the governmental stuff. So this is also the things that can happen. Any questions? Any challenge? No, we are all good, Fardad. You're sure? Think. Well.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just wanted to thank Sahar for her story that I found you on it. And I want to thank all of you for being there. But she didn't talk. I didn't like that part.
Yeah, Sahar, everyone is looking for you. I was planning. You should. Yeah. That's why I was had a plan to put a time, and everyone nagged to Sahar because she's in the other side. She's in the hiring side. So Sahar, we really want to hear from you. Yeah, she can.
She's the main character, I think, for this.
Yeah, she.
Sahar will block me after this meeting.
I think she is in the corner and working, but yeah, really, we want to hear. No, she said no.
Maybe sometime later.
Yeah.
We appreciate her
Really
existence.
wanted to connect to like those kind of people in hiring process. What's wrong with you guys? Okay, any other question? No?
No, thank you.
Thank you for the time, and thank you for coming today.
Thank you, Kate.
You're welcome. Okay,
Yes,
so I will just take a screenshot. Can I take from the people in the? Okay, let's open the cameras.
My name is Kate.
Okay, how can let me stop presenting.
Are you
Others? Everyone left.
Hussein? Is Hussein still there?
Yeah, Hussein is recording. I should take a picture from the first, but we will take a picture here, but I wanted to have a screenshot. I'm the only person who is taking a picture all the time, and she's the only person who is not good looking. Okay, thank you, Ferda. Thank you, Amir. I really hope you'll find a job, and yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
We
great
will
time.
keep in touch in WhatsApp.
Sure. Bye-bye.